Andy Gresh, part of our New England Nation crew, in on a Tuesday night to break down the Patriots and the Falcons.
Thursday night football, which sucks. The players hate it. The coaches hate it.
We in the media.
We hate it. It screws up your week. You get tired. My God. Yet, luckily, they're playing a team that couldn't stop the Tony Petrarca All-Stars.
Yeah, they couldn't. And they couldn't stop Tony if he was the tailback in the backfield, cutting behind you on the O-line.
I mean, this Falcons defense, Morey, like in all seriousness, they are pretty bad.
Yeah.
They don't rush the passer. They don't stop the run. They give up chunk plays. With the way the Patriots have been playing, this should be the perfect matchup for them because on a short week, and Atlanta has got a brand new rookie head coach in Arthur Smith, who to this point has kind of looked like a rube. He's supposed to be this offensive genius. They draft Kyle Pitts, this wonderkin from Florida, and nothing.
Keys to a victory for the Patriots on Thursday night. Like you said, they're going up against the defense that's 31st in the league, giving up almost 30 points a game.
And, take a lesson from the way the San Francisco 49ers attacked the LA Rams. First one, run right at them. Run them over. Force Atlanta to have to play physical. That really is not their game. The second thing is they got to be adaptable, right? Because I'm sure, as much as I said Arthur Smith is a rube, he does have a piece or two to be able to move around, and there's Matt Ryan. So I think for the Patriots, it's got to be a little bit like last week, Morey, where they can load up against the run, put the bigs in, but they've also got to be able to defend the pass, which they've done a pretty good job on. And then the other thing is, just kind of get out of here healthy, right? Like no style points this week. This isn't college football. You win by 1, you win by 30. Who cares? It's a Thursday night game. Just get the win and get the heck out of Atlanta.
Is Mac Jones starting to earn a little bit more respect nationally, and will playing in the spotlight on a Thursday night standalone game help?
I think it's a great point because it's the only game people are going to be watching, and if the Patriots go out and look the way they did last week, then there's going to be a lot of people who are all of a sudden going to wake up and be like, oh my God, this guy can play. When in reality, he's been showing us all year long. Here's the thing that sets Mac Jones apart from even guys like now Joe Burrow, right? Because with Mac Jones, he's out of us comparing him against other rookies this year. Forget about that. Now we're talking about last year's rookies, Justin Herbert, Joe Burrow. To me, that's where Mac Jones has elevated himself to. And then there's the screens like Cam Newton and all these others, Mike White, people like that. Mac Jones is already better than those guys. So I think the expectations are going to be raised, and the standalone spotlight might be all he needs for America to start to fall in love with this guy.
The numbers aren't too gaudy right now, but if he plays at this pace and the Patriots have team success, could he win Offensive Rookie of the Year?
Yeah, I think so. I really think right now it's down to both Mac Jones and Jamar Chase, the wide receiver from Cincinnati. Part of the reason we didn't hear about Chase this week is because Cincinnati was off. Now, Cincinnati's also turning into the Bungles, as I'd mentioned a couple of weeks ago. So we'll see what they do offensively if Chase continues to put up big numbers. But this might be the week where the whole Mac Jones Offensive Rookie of the Year talk really starts to explode. As you mentioned, standalone spotlight on a Thursday night, everybody will be watching.
Ramondre Stevenson didn't practice last week. Damian Harris didn't play last week. James White's been gone for a few weeks now. Why has this offense started to click?
Well, the offensive line, number one, and you bring back Trent Brown, and I know we're going to highlight on New England Nation some of the work of the offensive line, but I do think it's driven by Mac. And look, I think for a lot of people it was, well, Tom Brady's the star, and he's in this offense, and he really fits the offense. But look, the offense is a star unto itself, but you need someone to drive that bus, and that's what Mac Jones can do. Last year with Cam Newton, you couldn't do any of the stuff that is really going down now with Mac Jones, and the Patriots did go out and add some other pieces, so you at least got NFL caliber players at every position. So I think what we're finding is the quarterback is settling in, the O-line is playing well, and when you, as Mac would say, follow the rules, everybody gets to contribute in the offense.
So it's safe to assume that you have the Patriots winning and covering
a
6.5 point spread.
Oh yeah. This is a 14 to 17 point win.
So let's take it one step further for our final question. If the Patriots win, they get to 7-4, assuming they can handle the Jags and the Dolphins at the back end of the schedule. 9 wins. As long as they continue to play like this, they should have 1 or 2 more wins on top of that.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Is this the win that maybe catapults them to the playoffs and really starts to lock it up?
Sort of. I think the Tennessee game will tell us a lot. Now, I know they could still lose to Tennessee, meaning New England, and still be okay. They do have the games against Buffalo. But look, I had them at 10-7. I still think they're going to be around a 10-7 team. Now, if they're going to play up and be a division winner, then they beat maybe Tennessee, they split with Buffalo, something like that. So I think they're safe at 10. That's where I had them at the beginning of the year. And if they're going to be championship caliber, or at least maybe get to an AFC title game, it's those games against Buffalo and Tennessee that'll really tell the difference.
Second game in 5 days. We'll see if the Patriots can make it 5 straight wins as they head to Atlanta to face the Falcons. He's Andy Gresh. I'm Morey Hershgordon. We'll be back after this.